every single day he's in my prayers.
Look forward to hearing how he progresses.
He is very much in my prayers.
It's not an easy job, and I'm sure the weight of the world is on him right now.
As news of a sudden downturn in the health of Pope Francis rocks the world, Catholic faithful across the GTA are reacting with concern, resolve, and well wishes. Saturday morning, those attending weekly Mass praying for the Pope as always. But as the Archdiocese of Toronto explains, the nature of those prayers today has changed.
We pray for the Pope at every Mass that we have. So on Sunday, today in the Archdiocese of Toronto, we pray for the Pope as we always do. Today, obviously, our efforts were a little more centered on his health and the challenges he's been facing recently. Aside from that, obviously, we're waiting like the rest of the world to see how things progress. We're hoping for the best and praying for the best, but obviously prepared to whatever God's will is, it will unfold as it should.
We recognize that the Pope is the vicar of Christ on earth. So vicar means essentially assistant of Christ on earth, but Jesus is, of course, is the head of the church.
Meanwhile, John Capucci is the president of Assumption University in Windsor, one of Canada's oldest Roman Catholic universities. He says Pope Francis was up and running until mid-month, making the decline in his health surprising to many. But adds as a 2,000-year-old institution, the Catholic Church is well prepared to manage sudden fluctuations in health, or to pass the torch if necessary.
This is already very clearly laid out in church law on what happens. In the event that Francis, God forbid, passes away, a chain of events will start to take effect.
Those we spoke with after Sunday Mass expressing both warm wishes for Francis and confidence in the Church to handle whatever outcome follows.
I think it's a resilient institution, and the Church will make changes and adapt to whatever is thrown at them.
In the middle of Mass, I prayed that, I asked the Lord to spare his life, to heal him, because right now he is a guiding force in the midst of all the turmoil we're going through in the world.
I'm always hopeful, but when God invites him to come home, that's what we have to accept, like all of us.
If it's his time, I'm sure he'll go. If he stays around, that's all the better.
For City News, I'm David Zura.